Hello, my name is Taylor. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be my mid-year book freakout tag for 2026. So first of all, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping first. You may notice if you watch my channel a lot that this is not the typical background that I have. We are currently visiting family in South Carolina. We're staying with my mother-in-law and she has 30 acres and I thought it would be fun to have this pretty background. I love the woods and so I need to take advantage of it. And also, just so you know, my voice is not quite what it normally is. When we came down here, it just affected my body and sinuses and all that. So my voice is struggling a little bit, but we're hanging in there. I figured it would probably happen because whenever we moved up to South Carolina, I was sick for like a week. So my body does not handle the change in environment well, apparently. So anyways, I just want to address those two things. I do have a vlog showing our adventures in South Carolina during the July 4th weekend time period. Keep an eye out for that. But let's get into this tag because my camera is trying to die on me and I need to be quick. So number one, best book or series you've read so far in 2026. Hands down, that has to be Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I loved this book. I devoured it. I read it through audiobook and I highly recommend if you're going to read it, you have to listen to the audiobook. It is the way to go. It is so well done. There are sound effects and everything. It is so good. I don't really want to tell you much about the storyline. I think the more you go into it blind, the better your experience is. So if you somehow manage to not be spoiled by any of the movie trailers, read the book first and then watch the movie. I think that is the better experience of the movie, but the movie itself is really good too. It's now a favorite movie of all time. But yeah, Project Hail Mary, I was so pleasantly surprised how much I loved it. 6-star book. The only downside is it does have a bit of language. It is a secular novel. You kind of expect that for secular books, but it's nothing that's sensationalized or over the top for this book. It's really understandable for the situations that are happening. So I loved it. Number two, the best sequel you've read so far in 2026, and that has to be The Silver Chair by C.S. Lewis. This is the 6th book in the Narnia series, and it is a very close second to my favorite out of the series, which is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I was enthralled with the characters. They are so well developed, and I love Puddleglum. He is actually one of my favorite characters of all time now. He made me laugh. He didn't mean to be funny, but he was funny, and it was a good adventure. I highly recommend if you have not finished the Narnia series or even started it, you need to read all 7 books, and this one is definitely a favorite book of all time. Number 3, a new release you haven't read yet but want to. And I am planning to read this month in July. It is A Founding Mother, a novel of Abigail Adams by Stephanie Dray and Laura Kamoe. This came out, I think, in like May, and the cover immediately just drew me in. I love the cover. My favorite color is blue, and the period dress and the fact that it's about Abigail Adams. I don't know much about her, but I am very interested in American history, so I'm definitely making that book a priority. Number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and I'm going to say The Light of Stars by Janelle Hovde. It is a Regency romance book, an arranged marriage book. I'm pretty sure it's Christian as well. And again, the cover spoke to me. I love a good Regency romance. And I actually pre-ordered this one, which I don't typically do, but I am interested enough in the story. And if you pre-ordered and filled out this form thing, you get some free merch, I guess, like pictures and bookmarks or something or other. I don't know, but I pre-ordered it and I'm excited to get to it. Number 5, your biggest disappointment in 2026 so far. Again, hands down, it would have to be The Martian by Andy Weir. I buddy read this with Amanda and Tammy, and all 3 of us were very, very disappointed. We all loved Project Hail Mary, so our expectations were pretty high. Again, that is one of my all-time favorite books. So to have one of my least favorite books of all time be by the same author is very interesting. But this one, I have a whole rant about it in a recent reads video. I'll try to remember to link it, but yeah, it was a lot of science and poop and a character that did not have any character development, no depth whatsoever. Tammy called him Tissue Paper Mark, and I think that is an accurate description. He was just a barely there character, just a placeholder for somebody who is stuck in Mars and the human race is trying to save him. Pretty much that is it. The ending was so disappointing. I'm going to stop ranting about it. You can go and watch my other recent reads. Number 6, your biggest surprise. That would have to be A Voice in the Wind by Francine Rivers. Francine Rivers for years scared me because she has big books and I've heard they're very emotional. So I read this for my TBR jar pick for the month of May, and it was also Oshina's book club pick as well. And I was very impressed with the writing and how immersive it was with the character development. It's a little bit slow paced in the beginning, but overall, if you stick with it, it is a good story and actually very convicting of my Christian faith. And I'll mention again later, another question has to do with this book. So number 7, favorite new author and a new to you author. So a couple of those, I've only read 1 or 2 books by these, but I can already tell from the level of her writing, I'm going to enjoy others by them. I'm going to prioritize them. So Felicia Masonheimer, I read a nonfiction book by her. She was very well put, a lot easy to understand, easy to follow. I learned a lot from her. Francine Rivers, I'm adding to this list as well. I am continuing the Mark of the Lion trilogy. I am a little bit more willing to try some of her other books. I don't think some of them will be for me, but I'm willing to try. And then the last one is Amy Lynn Green. I read a World War II book by her, and it was a 5-star for me. I don't typically enjoy World War II books, so the fact that she had me rating it 5 stars is very impressive, and it was a debut novel. I'm hooked. I'm going to try more books by her. Number 8, a new favorite male main character, and I have to say Rocky from Project Hail Mary. I don't want to say any more. You need to read the book. You need to know the story. If you know, you know. Number 9, your favorite female main character. So Hadassah from A Voice in the Wind. She is so inspiring with her level of faith and all the things she's gone through and how she is just sold out for Jesus. And I want to be like her. Number 10, a book that made you cry. No book has still made me cry just yet, but the ones that hit me the most in the feels are A Voice in the Wind and An Echo in the Darkness. They just hit you. When I finished A Voice in the Wind, I had to take a breather for a few days. It was like my soul was heavy from what happened to these fictional characters, and it was heavy, and I've never read anything like it. It definitely hit me hard, but I did not actually cry actual tears. Number 11, a book that made you happy. Bluebeard's Bride by Mary Meekum. This one made me happy giggle, which I can't say happens very much when I read books, but the banter in this was so funny, so cute. I loved it. It's just such an entertaining story. It's a mashup of Bluebeard and Aladdin. Mary Meekum has twists in it. Her books always make me happy. Number 12, the most beautiful book you've acquired this year. So I didn't think I would have one because I didn't bring really many books with me, but I went to Sam's Club and look at this beauty. Look at it. It's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It has sprayed edges and everything. It was 17 bucks, but look at the end covers. Oh my goodness gracious. I had to have this. It's a special edition, I guess, but it also has illustrations in the book. And so if you have a Sam's Club and they have books, go check out and see if they have this, because this is going to be a treasured item for me, for sure. All right, y'all. I don't know how much you'll be able to tell, but my camera died, so I switched to my phone, so I don't know how much quality change there will be, but I need to finish filming. It's only going to get hotter as the day goes on. I don't have time to wait on the camera to charge, so here we are. We're pushing through. I was at the very last question. I was almost done, almost there, but we didn't quite make it. So the last question is number 13. What books have you got left to read in the year? And I always hate that question because all of them, I don't know. There's so many books, so little time. But I'm going to say I have a 26 in 2026 challenge. So if you want to see what they all are, I don't feel like doing all the screenshots for these, but these are all of them. But I have read 2. I have attempted 3 total. One of them I DNF. So 3 out of 26 is not that good of a number. I need to pick up the pace and probably primarily focus on these, because these are all runs that I really, really do want to read, and I just haven't gotten to them yet. So I'm going to try and prioritize these for the next few months we have left in the year, and hopefully I will get that knocked down. But yeah, this is not going too well. But I also wanted to go over my 2026 goals and review those real quick. So I have these on my reading journal, so you can see here I have like a little sticky note with additional notes, but those are what they are if you want to pause and look at them. But okay, so number of books is 50, and I am like 6 or 7 books ahead of schedule, so yay me. Read 1 book per month off of my shelves. I have been doing that. I'm very proud of myself. It feels so good. It feels like you're accomplishing something to read books off your shelves. So very happy about that. Keep up to date with my reading journal. Not so much. Again, I'm behind. I have caught a little bit up further. I'm hoping while I'm on vacation, I'll be able to get caught up while we're here. So that is on my list to do. So hopefully I'll be able to catch up. Do an anticipated releases video. I did do one for the first half of the year. I may or may not do one for the next half of the year. It's a lot of work. So if y'all want me to do one, I will. But if that's something you don't care about, just let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. Quarterly check-in tags. This one, and I did the first quarter year check-in tag, so I just needed to do the end of the year one. I don't know if I've ever done that one actually. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. But yay, I'm on track with that. Go live. I have gone live a few times with friends. I do plan on going live once a month on a Friday afternoon, probably starting in August. So keep an eye out for hangouts with me, reading sprints, something or other. I'll try to do that once a month. We'll see how successful I am, but that is my goal. Updates on Bible reading and favorite things. I have not been doing this. I keep forgetting. I want to tell y'all what I'm reading in my Bible, some of my favorite things, like a check-in of my month type of thing. I haven't done it yet, so I need to get on that. Post 1 time per week on Instagram. So funny. I was doing really good at the beginning of the year, and then it's just a lot to do both YouTube and Instagram for me right now. I don't know. I like doing posts on Instagram, but there's a lot of tiny edits you have to do on Instagram that I'm just not quite as familiar with, and I'm not as fast at. Way faster with YouTube stuff. So I need to get better about trying to do those more. I have been doing, well, not recently, my Talks with Tay Tuesdays. I guess I could count those for Instagram, but I need to get back on doing those. I've just been out of whack with the summertime. My husband's been home, so I've been trying to spend more time with him, and it's just kind of a little bit more tricky to navigate both our schedules. It's a small house, blah, 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 blah. Those will probably pick back up in August once he starts back to school. Upload 1 time per week on BookTube. And it says reach 1K. I reached 1K, I think in February, and I have been pretty consistent of uploading at least 1 time per week on BookTube. So, yay me. Host a readathon, did that. Do a collaboration video, did several of those. And then the last couple ones are read NetGalley arcs. Still have not yet gotten into NetGalley. Apply for a reviewer program. Haven't done that yet. And start a blog. Haven't done that yet. So those are my really reach goals. They're just kind of, I wrote down to keep them in the back of my mind that this is a possibility I want to get to, but realistically I probably know I'm not gonna reach those. So that's the update on my 2026 bookish goals and my answers to the mid-year book freakout tag. If you have reached the end of this video, please leave me a calendar emoji because time's a ticking, y'all. We're halfway through 2026, which is insane. But yeah, y'all's comments and likes and all of that, your interactions with my video means the world to me, and it helps my channel out, helps me grow, reach more people. Hopefully I'll be able to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Maybe, we'll see. But I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, y'all.